breakaway. Will Clark losing contact as well. Now then, how do these two work? What sort of legs are left? It's Goujar in the turquoise, white and brown. He's riding for AG2R La Mondiale. French rider in the French team, the man from Normandy. And it's the Dutch rider in the Belgian team just behind him, Marco Minard.
Now then.
This is movement off the front. Thomas de Gent attacking the race with Victor Kapenaerts on his wheel. They're being followed straight away by, I think it's Sivakov for Team Sky. Out of gas, but they really have forced quite a bit of selection behind. Now the first question to ask is, where is the yellow jersey? Colbrelli showed he had good forms in the climb, was it 2 weeks ago now? Now on the left hand side we've got movement. This is Cataldo. Cataldo's making a real move. It looks as if Fraile up behind him. Dario Cataldo really putting the pressure on. Now Astana maybe trying to surprise a few others. This is brilliant, aggressive racing we're seeing at the Tour de Romandie. Now then, full sun.
Costa having a dig. Izagirre, he won't commit to this at all, obviously, because he's looking after his sprinter. Is that Dan Martin?
Dan Martin on the left-hand side, had been opened up by Omar Fraile, and Dan Martin is going to give it a go. Why not? And there he is, the Irishman. We've been waiting for good form from him for a long, long time at the start of this season. He's had bad luck at the moment. Nobody can go with him.
He's gone.
Wow, Dan Martin has broken them. Finally, reaction behind from Bora Hansgrohe. Movistar are going to put the man to the front.
And he's at the front of the race. The two have been brought back now by Dan Martin.
So Dan Martin right onto the back of Marco Minard and Alexis Goujar. The climbing is done for the day. 10.6 kilometers to go. Who can ride away here? And crucially, the situation we were looking at a minute ago, is Sonny Colbrelli still in the mix? Look at this. Goujar still out there, still pedaling for his life. One of the heavier riders who'll get a bit of an advantage here.
Yep, and he's also got the camera motorbike that he's chasing. A little bit of an advantage, psychological certainly.
It is Geraint Thomas, and he's being followed eagle-eyed by Jorge Izagirre. And of course this is all up for grabs here, and it suddenly becomes a general classification fight.
Rui Costa sat there in third, looking menacing.
Hat off to Alexis Goujar as he's caught. What a ride from the man who's been in the break all day long.
It's a little bit messy, this finish. 1.6k to go.
Groupama FTG getting a rider across as well. Movistar want to get involved on this. Approaching the final kilometre now. Wanty Group Gobert getting a man across. And who is going to chase? If you can go now and stay away, you are away for the win.
Team Sky now sending a rider.
Oh, Rudy Mola looking really good here. He's been waiting a long, long time for results. He got it finally. Very close to his home in Nice, on Paris-Nice. And here come Bahrain Merida. And here comes Sonny Colbrelli as well, who's right up there and in the mix. The Izagirre brothers are going to chase too. There is Rui Costa involved for UAE Emirates. On the right-hand side, you're seeing movement as well. It looks like it could be Omar Fraile. It is Omar Fraile towards the front. Fraile on the left-hand side. Colbrelli onside him on the right-hand side. Colbrelli now, but it's Fraile. Colbrelli has nothing. It's Omar Fraile who takes the win. Wow! And if Colbrelli's beaten in the sprint there, he must have been out of gas. Omar Fraile, who is normally the man to do it from a breakaway, has done it from a small bunch for Astana. They cannot stop winning at the moment. So Fraile takes the win. He'll take the 10 bonus seconds as well. This is the new general classification with Primož Roglic taking the yellow jersey from Michael Matthews, dropped on the final climb. Rowan Dennis moves up into second place. Geraint Thomas at 4 seconds in third. It's another day in the Jura Mountains, and Primož Roglic leads the Tour de Romandie by a fraction of a second from Rowan Dennis. Geraint Thomas is in third place at 4 seconds, with Diego Rosa and Pierre Latour rounding out the top 5, and just 5 seconds from first to fifth. For the top of the Col des Étoiles, up at over 1,000 metres. The hardest climb so far in this year's Tour de Romandie, second category climb, and I can tell you that some riders from the breakaway are still there. And 2 riders from Lotto Soudal in the breakaway. The man at the back here, who is going to get back on the descent, is the European time trial champion Victor Kapenaerts, and he's currently with Thomas de Gent. Yet alarm bells ringing when he's in the breakaway. And still with them in the break, Nathan Brown, a rider from Education Fields. Just 2 left now. Victor Kapenaerts left behind as we hit the hill. This is an unclassified climb. And how's this going to play out? You have to think for these two guys, the only option is to remain together. What's happening here? Thomas de Gendt looking stronger than him. And Thomas de Gendt, who's had and been able to save energy as Kampenaerts has piled on the pressure early in the day, is making his move 26 kilometres out.
Well, if de Gendt wants to take the stage, which I feel he certainly does, then this is the only way he can do that. Get rid of Nate Brown. If he has lost his legs, he'll get brought back, or at least get brought right in by the peloton. Now, is that de Gendt? Ah, there we go. There's the first sign of Nate Brown.
Where is he? If we pan out. Oi, 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 oi. I think he's still in a pretty good position with 7 kilometres to go. It's a long, long way back to the peloton.
26 seconds, let's not forget his advantage.
As it stands, he's going into yellow, Rob.
He is, because he's got the potential to pick up 6-second time bonus as well.
And there they are. That was a long pan around.
It's in the balance, isn't it?
And you're seeing why now everybody's starting to ride.
I think they're safe, you know. I think the yellow jersey could be safe. Looking at, there's a team vehicle just up the road there. That's got to be DF Education Drapac car, along with Nathan Brown.
A stage win in the Tour de Romandie after 4 hours, 3 minutes of hectic hard riding. His team planned it perfectly, and that in the break with him to do the hard work. But Thomas de Gendt has finished it off with style. The breakaway man, par excellence, wins in Romandie. It's stage 2 to Thomas de Gendt.
Not a simple run in here for the rest of the peloton. And where is Nathan Brown? Has he been brought back yet? You would hope that we would have seen that.
Well, it looked on the shot that we saw from the helicopter that he wasn't far from being brought back in.
Is that in?
112 was his number. There is Nathan Brown. For some reason we've missed that on the helicopter shot. Nathan Brown has been brought back in. And now this is about bonus seconds for those involved. Who's going to take them? Take that Jakob Fuglsang sits in 3rd position there, the man from Astana, looking to try and get a few seconds back. He's at 24 seconds from the lead. 97 riding for Sky is Luke Rowe now. Fuglsang and Geraint Thomas look like the two riders poised to have a good sprint. They're also two of the quickest leaders out there as well. They're coming up for the right-hand turn in a moment, and that final run to the line. It's Luke Rowe, followed by the two men behind who are going to have a look now. There's still a good 500 metres to go here yet. Can Luke Rowe keep the pace on himself? It's a big ass now coming up to the finale. I think that's Rui Costa behind as well, looking to see what he can grab. Rowe trying to keep the pace up enough for Geraint Thomas to jump from 3rd wheel to try and get 2nd place. Oh, and it's an attack from the line from Pierre Latour. Pierre Latour there, Nico Denz on his wheel. 52 is Sonny Colbrelli as well on the left-hand side. Sonny Colbrelli looking for another successive second place. It's Drew Lou's there as well on the right side. They look for Michael Matthews. It's Colbrelli all the way to the line. Colbrelli to get it. On the left-hand side, one of the quick-step riders as well. Sonny Colbrelli taking 2nd place. Primož Roglic retains the yellow jersey, and it's as we were more or less, with a couple of changes further down. José Gonçalves moving up into 10th place. Richie Portes now in 10th as well, with Pierre Rolland also in 8th. Top 5, Roglic, Dennis, Thomas, Rosa and Latour. The Izagirres and Bernal moves up a place into 7th as well. It's a picture postcard as we head up from the valley to the mountain, hoping to still be at the top at the end of the day is Primož Roglic. He leads the Tour de Romandie by a fraction of a second from Rowe and Dennis. Geraint Thomas remains in 3rd place with Rosa and Latour making out the top 5 separated by only 5 seconds. It's going to be tight. Juracek's 27:05.86. Fuglsang, yes. Quickest for now. Spilak. We said he was a specialist in this race. He set the new fastest time, a good 18 seconds quicker at the halfway mark at the moment in the hot seat, Jakob Fuglsang. This, though, is the former winner overall of the race, Simon Spilak, hoping to set the new fastest time. He's a matter of 50 metres still to go. The time is ticking away, and Spilak is dying away. Oh, 10 seconds to get over the line. It's going to be tense, it's going to be tight, he's just going to do it. 5 seconds quicker. Dan Martin going very, very well, and this is refreshing to see after a bad start of the season for him. 100 metres to go, he still looks aggressive, he still looks sprightly, and he's going to break the time set by Simon Spilak by quite a way. 15 seconds quicker. He's done a lot of trailing altitude. Oh yes, he's in a great position to set a very fast time here. I think whatever happens, he's going to be the new leader. The question is by how much. He's almost a minute quicker than Dan Martin right now. This has been some ride by Steven Kruiswijk, the Dutchman, fighting with the bike for the final 50 metres or so. Past the deviation he goes. It's a sprint to the line. He's going to be half a minute or more quicker. Kruiswijk with a brilliant ride across the line. The new leader and the first man to break 26 minutes. Oh, Richie Porte. Richie Porte is on fire, and he's a lot quicker than Steven Kruiswijk at the halfway mark. And this could be a second stage win of the season for Richie Porte. He's going to have a little wait to find out how everybody else has gone, but he has motored up this mountain. 25, 28, 27, 30 seconds quicker than Steven Kruiswijk. And the man to go straight into the hot seat, Richie Porte, the defending champion, proving that despite time-out, he is back and he is looking very good. And Pierre Rolland across the line. Behind though, look at this. There's a man in a red jersey, Egan Bernal, with Jonathan Castroviejo just behind him. And Bernal looks as though he might break the time set by Richie Porte. Bernal will do. He's going to be the new leader and by quite a way. Bernal to take the lead and perhaps with it the yellow jersey. 17.5 seconds quicker than Richie Porte. Bernal coming across the line with Castroviejo. But Geraint Thomas is no longer one of the big favourites for this race. He should be riding now at the service of his teammate Egan Bernal. Bernal set to win the stage. Thomas finishing, well down in 25th place. Rowan Dennis will be the next across. Dennis across in 6th place. Roglic will be the next man. What is Primož Roglic's time? Well, he's going to get over in 18 seconds from here. It's a big ask, but it's looking like he's still going to be in the game for the overall. He could just about still keep that yellow jersey. Let's see. 25.04, 25.05. He's just going to miss out. Roglic is going to come to the line very close. He's still going to be in the game for the overall. But Egan Bernal is going to take the stage win. Roglic with a brilliant ride second half keeps the yellow jersey. And Egan Bernal is the stage winner. Primož Roglic retains his lead. 6 seconds ahead of Egan Bernal. Richie Porte's now up into 3rd at 27 seconds, the defending champion. Kruiswijk is there, Rui Costa in 5th. It's another picture postcard start to the Queen stage of the Tour de Romandie 2018. Sion to Sion, 149.2 kilometers long. Let's call it 150 with 5 big climbs in the middle. All is up for grabs, even though the general classification has changed quite dramatically in the last 24 hours. Primož Roglic leads the Tour de Romandie by 6 seconds from the stage winner on the time trial, Egan Bernal, who's in 2nd place. Oh, Bernal attacking. And Egan Bernal has decided with a long way to go that he's going to try and put Primož Roglic under pressure. Or following the motorbikes, Richie Porte is trying to follow behind. Watching his watch and making sure he doesn't go into the red. He's under the wheel of Andrea Amador. The minute Primož Roglic reacting very well. Bernal attacking once more, right into slipstream. Oh, and he's going to fly past the front of the race. Egan Bernal really trying to get rid of Roglic. And with a long way still to go, this is wonderful attacking racing. Roglic holding.
This is what we wanted to see.
Roglic behind, Bernal tries again. Once more out of the saddle. Roglic has hardly gotten out of the saddle. He's remained seated, he's controlled his power, and once more, Bernal tries to crack it. He gets half a wheel, but Roglic closes again. And every time that effort is made, Roglic says, I can match you. Roglic hardly showing his face. Now then, there's the movement. Roglic is going to go over the top. Wow. Roglic to make a move in the yellow jersey. It's up to Bernal to follow now. Roglic wants to finish this. Bernal really tries to put the pressure on with Roglic at the back now. That little bit of an uphill, and he's gone away there. Look at this. Richie Porte losing the wheel, but Roglic not quite in trouble yet, but he's found himself where he doesn't want to be.
Costa just takes that opportunity to take a little bit of fuel on board, and
Fuglsang's going straight through.
Not having any of it.
Is going straight through. Now, who is going to chase him? Astana, who already have one victory from this race this week. Fuglsang is at 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Speed one, isn't he?
Really, really brave.
Almost cutting out the bends and going straight down the mountain.
Yeah, just trying to pick the fastest route, you know, being relaxed.
The 10 seconds will be taken by this man. He swings around into the final 150 metres, and it's going to be Denmark's Jakob Fuglsang to take a second stage victory of the week for Astana. He knew his moment to attack, he took his chance, grabbed it with both hands, and after a highly entertaining stage, Jakob Fuglsang wins on the Tour de Romandie in Sion. So, Richie Porte then into the final 100 metres. They're all going to sprint for places. It's Porte at the moment. There's Rui Costa on the right-hand side. He's being followed by Bernal. Here comes Bernal through the middle now. Roglic on the left-hand side. It's Roglic. It's Bernal. Oh, I think Roglic just has it. We'll have to check on that again. But for a panic moment there, Roglic saw Bernal in front, had to react, and as he has done all day, I think reacted very well. Jakob Fuglsang wins this stage. Primož Roglic in second place. Primož Roglic extends his lead. 8 seconds now over Egan Bernal. Richie Porte in third at 35 seconds. Jakob Fuglsang at 1:16 in fourth. There's Rui Costa in fifth. Karalswijk holds on to his sixth place. Rowan Dennis there in seventh. Pierre Latour, Emmanuel Buchmann and Dan Martin making up the top 10 at 3:12. Day 6 of 6, and another beautiful day in Switzerland for the Tour de Romandie 2018. It's stage 5, Montserrat to Geneva, and 181.81 kilometres to finish off this year's race around the French-speaking region of Switzerland. And Primož Roglic, 8 seconds ahead of Egan Bernal, and leading, set to win his first Tour de Romandie. Richie Porte, last year's winner, stays in third place and looks assured of a podium, barring any incident or accident, with 35 seconds of a delay. This is the break. They're holding out at 1 minute and 21 seconds. Store on the left-hand side, the most green of those in this group. Alexis Gourjard, we've seen him in a break already once this week. You talked about the acceleration from the peloton, the fact they're in one long line. It's now being reflected quite clearly in the gap. 35 seconds, and just like that, with a click of the finger, 30 seconds have gone.
Yep, and you know, you can see here they just can't respond.
And just two riders still left to catch. They're making it hard right to the end. There's a smile there. They're having fun. Anacona and Medona cruelly torturing the sprinters' teams. This is brilliant to watch.
That's what I like to see. You know, they know they're going to get brought back. There's no way they're going to continue this all the way in for the final 10.5 kilometres, but that doesn't stop them from trying.
Is there a chance for a late attack? And we're going to have one. We are going to have one. A couple of riders darting out. In fact, from Education First Track back, there's a real chance to have a go. They've no sprinter here, so why not have a go?
Well, he's got the full aero kit, the new bike, and he's going to need to make the most of every ounce of that. What has he got left in the legs?
Well, he's no danger for Primož Roglic. They're not going to chase. Lotte, NL Jumbo, Sky, the rest aren't going to be interested in chasing here because he's 41 minutes down.
Oh, he looks over his shoulder, and well, there they are.
And here's Merku being brought to the front by Capecchi, so they're going to give it a go. Merku, I think, will just be following the wheels, though. And as a strong track rider, he's a man that and the odd occasion can do it on the road. It all looks set for a sprint as we have it at the moment. It all depends on that pace being kept nice and high. On the right-hand side, Lotto Soudal bringing their man Cuccolera to the front to follow the wheels. And everybody sitting on the wheel of Sonny Colbrelli. There is Pascal Ackermann, number 32, and here's the attack from Tom Boehly on the left-hand side. Tom Boehly's going to do what he did a couple of years ago. With him waiting is Michael Murku in the blue as well. This man, Thomas Hasseman. Boehly is giving it a go, but it's so difficult. There's Ackermann on the right-hand side, and here is Colbrelli who can't keep it up. Look out for Murku. It's Ackermann now who hits the front. Pascal Ackermann looking for his first win, but look out for Murku. It's all about Pascal Ackermann. And Ackermann has it. He's had some great results already this year, and his professional win number 1 for Pascal Ackermann on Bora Hansgrohe. And this time Colbrelli was not even the shot. Bora Hansgrohe kept their calm when Boehly tried to provoke a bit more panic again, and they have their win. Pascal Ackermann, after all those second and third places this season.